Hello, y'all. We are going to be talking about the Elimination Chamber match. That whole pay per view was so weird. Me and my best friend, we were just sitting there, and then I'm like, let me get something to drink. I'm just sitting here, like, okay, kind of dozing. She fell asleep in some of the matches, though. I was just trying to stay awake, but the the first match was Daniel Bryan and Drew Gulak. It was a very good physical match. It went back and forth. Drew Gulak, Gulak. He had did a was a dragon suplex on Daniel Bryan, and like he threw Daniel Bryan. No, that was a German suplex. He threw Daniel Bryan on the back of his neck, and I think he had like a real bad injury or something. So we'll see what's gonna happen with Daniel Bryan, but he was in for that match. Um, it went back and forth so many times. I mean, Gulak was giving it to Daniel Bryan. I was like, oh, this maybe they could face off again. It could be a pretty good match, but Daniel Bryan finished him off with the yes lock, and he just passed out. Daniel Bryan was just tired of him. He was like, "You gonna pass out today?" he said, "Boy, you gonna pass out today? I ain't messing with you." Um, the next match was Herberto versus Andrade. It was a good match. Um, it was good that Selena Vega really didn't get involved in the match. So it was like a back and forth. Felt like it was just a cruiserweight match. They just going back and forth doing moves. But not Herberto, Andrade did that move where he run from corner to corner, from his corner to Alberto corner with the knees to his face. I thought that changed the whole match because Roberto is a flying wrestler. He all over the place. So he had to slow him down. So the match ended when they both was going for these fast pinfall covers, and Roberto almost had him for a 3 count, but then Andrade flipped him back over, grabbed his tights, and stole the victory. So I was like, "Whoa, that was crazy." Then it was a good match though, but Andrade is still the United States champion. Le champion, as Chris Jericho would say. Le champion. um Aleister Black and AJ Styles match was really good because I mean, of course, Aleister Black had to face the odds as always. He always facing the odds, but he got through it though. So he was doing it, boy. He was taking out his crew, but then of course they got the upper hand. They took him out. But as soon as AJ Styles was on that rope, I was like, I bet you Undertaker is gonna come out. And surely we heard the dong, dong. I was like, oh, there go Undertaker. The lights came back on. He was choking Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. Then he turned around just in time. Caught AJ Styles, picked him up. Ooh. I was like, whoa. Mm. And that was it. Aleister Black saddled him up for the black. That kick was so vicious. I'm like, and when AJ Styles got up, he didn't even look the same. Y'all could tell. AJ Styles did not look the same when he got back up after that kick because he was out of it, boy. He couldn't get up. He really, really couldn't. But next up, we had Mr. Messiah, the Monday Night Messiah, and Buddy Murphy versus the Street Profits. Um, Crowd was really happy when they came out. They came out with the red cup. We bring the swag when we go in the back. I like that theme song. That theme song is pretty cool. Um, Montez Ford was, man, it was a high, fast paced match. Then of course the Viking Raiders came out there, took out the AOP in the back. So maybe they might face off at WrestleMania. Who knows? They've been fighting for 2 months now, so who knows? But yeah, the match was getting good. It was really good. It was a lot of fast pace, a lot of near falls in the matches and stuff like that. Um, but the crazy part was when Kevin Owens came out there. He came through the crowd because everybody was looking back like, "Who's that? Who's that?" So once he, once he did that, came down the ramp, eating popcorn. I thought he was gonna get a popcorn or some fan and just sit in front. He hopped over the railing, sat on the announcer table, and just eating popcorn. Rollins got out the ring like, "What you doing? What you doing?" He just looked at him. He's like, he's just eating popcorn. And that distraction cost him the match. Soon as Rollins got in the ring, Montez Ford get that little big kick. He tagged his partner, did that big splash, and 1, 2, 3. That was it. Oh, but Kevin Owens had gave Seth Rollins the stunner. He came in the ring, so they both was in the ring. So he turned around, stunner. So that was crazy. The stunner was after the match, but still, I was like, Rollins Rollins don't know what he gonna do. He had his chance to gain those titles back, but he couldn't do it though. Now we gonna get these last two matches was just I couldn't believe it. So we had the I really couldn't believe these last two matches though. But we had the Strowman versus Sami Zayn, Cesaro, Shinsuke Nakamura. So as much as Braun Strowman, like as much as he's been doing lately, you know, he's the Intercontinental Champion. The crowd loves him. Strowman been so over for a long time. He finally get his title. So I'm like, okay, he gonna keep his title. Nope. Now I'm not like mad, but I'm just like it's weird because Strowman is a big guy, so it was shocking when Sami Zayn got the victory. I mean, I wouldn't have been so shocking if Cesaro would have won because we all know Cesaro is a very powerful wrestler. So I would have been like, okay, it's Cesaro, you know, so Strowman can get his rematch at WrestleMania in a one-on-one match. With maybe Nakamura and Sami Zayn on the outside distracting or whatever. But still, it still would have been a good match. But I'm like, yo, Sami Zayn, he don't even wrestle. like, I'm like, they gonna make him lose. I mean, Strowman had to lose to Sami Zayn. I mean, come on now. This is this is ridiculous. It's like somebody just Like, yeah, we just gonna have Strowman lose to Sami Zayn. I I know Strowman, man. Listen here. If I'm Strowman better turn heel, and I don't want to say forget that title, but just show people what he's about for real. Because this the same Strowman that was in the SummerSlam main event with Samoa Joe, Roman, and Brock Lesnar. He shouldn't be losing to no Sami Zayn. I ain't taking nothing away from Sami Zayn. He a good wrestler, but come on now, this is Braun Strowman. He said he gonna get these hands. I mean, I guess I could say, okay, so it was a handicap match. They kept tagging in and out, so Strowman was by himself, but still, come on now. This is Braun Strowman. This is not somebody else that hasn't had a good run. I mean, I'm just saying, this was Strowman's first title reign, and y'all going and they gonna make him lose it just like that. Well, hopefully he'll get a rematch at WrestleMania, which probably will happen. So now we go to the main event, the women's. Oh shoot, I forgot one match. I sure did. The SmackDown Tag Teams Championship match. That was a good match too. The Miz and John Morrison retained the titles. They they are some good champions. Now, I just thought throughout the whole match that Heavy Machinery was going to get their revenge on Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler, but turns out that they kind of eliminated themselves when I keep forgetting that guy name. The big guy was charging at Dolph, but he fell out the podcast, which was real. That was rare. That never happens. He fell out the podcast. He took himself out the match. So he just left his partner by himself, and he tried to do what he tried to go the whole way without losing, but he couldn't because Bobby Roode and Ziggler eliminated him. But then after that, the New Day and the Usos eliminated Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler. Then it came to those two. Then it came down to the Miz and Morrison and the Usos. I thought the Usos was going to win. Cause I was like, come on, Usos, come on, Us. I was like, come on, Usos, like man, it was a good match. Was it the Luchadores or Lucha House Party? They are a good tag team. They really good. So they could be included in the next one. They had a good match. They was flying all over the cage and stuff like that. New Day was good. Usos was good. The Morrison and Miz are a good tag team. I mean, I would, I know they're gonna go to WrestleMania as tag team champions unless they get a match out of nowhere. But it was a good match though. Miz and Morrison retained. It was a good fast paced match. All the teams did very well. I just thought Heavy Machinery was going to be at the end because they dominated that gauntlet match. But now we could get to the main event, the Women's Elimination Chamber match. Well, as I said, that was just like, okay, everybody coming to the ring. Shayna is going to win. Shayna is going to go through everybody. And that's what she did. I just say, Liv Morgan took a beating. She shouldn't be on Raw tonight. And I don't know what they doing with Natalia. Natalia is a good wrestler. Like, I don't like what is they doing with her? She's a good wrestler. She shouldn't. I mean, now we knew it was Shayna, so Shayna was she put her body halfway in the pod and was slamming that bam. Like, yo, that's legit pain, right? Like, and what she did to Liv Morgan, she picked her up like a power, like she was about to power bomb her and slammed her head into the cage. Now the cage was already bad, but when she hit her head on that metal thing, I'm like, yo, this is some you. I'm sorry, you can't script out being hurt. If someone hits you with a steel chair and you can hear it echo throughout the whole arena, that's legit pain. That ain't something scripted. You can't script out like, oh man, no. Liv Morgan, when she got hit both times, she just sat there, eyes closed and everything. And then she got up and she was still fighting shit. Like, Liv Morgan is tough, but that was just too much though. And then, Shayna was taking out everybody. She took out everybody one by one. So it came down to her and Asuka. Asuka was so funny. I didn't know what she was saying in the cage. I don't know what she was saying in that cage. She was just funny. But I believe if Asuka was at 100%, the match would have gone a little bit longer. But due to her shoulder injury, and Shayna was targeting that shoulder, she did those big kicks to the face, kicks to the shoulder. I'm like, Shayna about to win. I'm like, we know Asuka is one of the toughest females on Raw, but Shayna is just too much, man. And then it's like Shayna had those long period of times where she eliminated people and it wasn't nothing else, going on. I'm like, what's going on? She just walk around the arena. But that's what happens when you eliminate your competition. And I think she the first person elimination in history with over 10 years to do this. I mean, shoot, with all them other elimination chambers, ain't nobody get pinned that fast. I mean, they had elimination chamber, I believe. What was it, last year? Yeah, they had it last year, and I think Alexa Bliss won that, but that match was more different than this one. But Shayna, I would say she dominated 99% of the match. That 1% was Asuka. Asuka was doing everything. Asuka was putting her in some submission holds, and I mean she tried though. But when you got a sore shoulder, I mean, no, I think she had an elbow injury. Yeah, she had an elbow injury. When you got that type of injury, it's only so much you can do. So I give it up to Asuka. She tried, but it's Shayna and Becky, like I said, and Becky was watching. So Becky Lynch, this is not Charlotte. This is not Asuka. This is not Alexa Bliss that I believe she fought a couple years ago. This is not Ronda Rousey. This is not Naomi, Carmella. This is a legit fight that Becky the Man Lynch is going to have to face because you cannot play no type of games with this. Shayna took out people like that. She took everybody. She took the heart of the match out. It's just like when everybody else was just out there wrestling each other. As soon as Shayna came out there, she just dominated. So Becky, you gotta have a game plan for for Shayna because she is no joke. I believe this one. I believe Shayna and Becky and Ronda and Rhea Ripley. Those women matches is going to be off, going to be crazy. But like I said, Shayna is going. Shayna won the chamber, and of course the crowd was throughout the whole pay per view. It sounded like the crowd wasn't really into the matches. Everybody was so happy when Undertaker came out that they sat back down, and then when the Street Profits was coming facing, they got back up. It's like the crowd needed energy, and you can't blame them from that. Like when stuff is too predictable, then it gets boring. That's why I'm like, well, WrestleMania is about 5 hours, so I believe WrestleMania gonna be good. I believe so. But I hope y'all like my reaction, and going to be watching Monday Night Raw tonight, live stream. It's going to be good, and I just feel for Beck. I mean, not Becky. I feel for Natalia because she took some beating. Hopefully, her and Liv Morgan not there. Hope y'all like this video. Like and subscribe. Woo!